once again to Ignite Your Impact. My name is Jen Rhodes. I am fidgeting, as always, next to Matt.
Hello, everyone.
Very fidgety today.
Well, don't rock my camera.
Well, don't rock my camera.
If you're on YouTube and you see me shaking, it's not me shaking. It's her hitting the desk. But
I'm so wiggly. I'm off center. That's what's bothering me. There. Okay, now I think I'm centered.
All right, we ready to go now?
Maybe. Hold on. What? All right, I'm good.
All right.
Does my hair look great?
Yeah. See, now's normally when someone would stop and redo it, but like I said, we try not to do redo things.
Keep going.
All right, let's
I
roll.
deserve it.
Yeah. Are we ready?
Yeah. I already said the title. Let's go.
I think this is probably one of the most unspoken topics, but has an extreme amount of reasons to do with your success.
100%. The title of today's episode is, Do You Deserve It? And I agree. I don't think people are talking about this enough. Now, I know some of you are thinking, like, well, yeah, I deserve it. Now, whatever it is to you, you're thinking you deserve it at a certain level. But I would challenge you today, take a minute and listen all the way through, because I'm guessing we're going to unlock something that you did not know was there.
Yeah, but first we're going to do that. We're going to have to stretch everyone just a little bit and maybe go against some of your current thoughts that you have. So to do that, I want to start small and then move up just slightly. So the first thing I would ask you, and as I ask these questions, be thinking to yourself what your answer is so the first one is, do you deserve to have food on your table every day? Second one is do you deserve to have good relationships? Do you deserve to have enough money in the bank account that you're not concerned about paying your bills? Do you deserve to have a happy and healthy life? Yeah. You deserve all those, and you know it. Do you deserve to go to any restaurant and order without looking at the menu, pricing, and not worry about prices? Do you deserve to have sex, great sex, every day? Do you deserve to fly first class or private? Do you deserve that $5,000 purse or that $10,000 watch? Do you deserve to have a banging body or be shredded like a god? And I ask those questions, and I'm sure some of you are saying, well, that second list that you did, because there was obviously a difference between those two lists, that second list are nice things, but I don't need to have them. I don't need to have them to have a happy life. If I just have those first things, I can have a happy life. I would 100% agree that you don't need them. But that is exactly what is holding many people back. Now, before anyone gets all judgmental, because I know that second list had a lot to do with money, it's about deep down in your subconscious saying, I don't really need those things. They'd be nice to have, but I don't need those. That's what is holding you back from whatever it is that you are actually afraid to say that you want out loud.
I think the I don't need, like, oh, I don't need that. I think it's a cover-up for I don't deserve.
Absolutely. But there's things right now that deep down, when no one's listening and no one's looking, there's things that you want, but you won't say it out loud. And I want to talk you through some examples of, and even tell you how we break this down, this belief down for clients that don't even know that they have this belief that they don't deserve something. Because if you were saying you don't need any of those things, and I don't say want, need any of those things on that second list, you probably have this problem too. But I would say it's all good. We sometimes have this problem as well. It is human nature. And this first example is an example of how Jen and I had this problem.
I'm going to reverse. It's not human nature. It is a trained response.
Yes.
These are trained behaviors.
Trained behaviors, I agree.
Okay.
So first example, when I look back, when we were going into 2024, we had pretty big expectations for our businesses, and we were ready to pour some gasoline on them and really get them going. But super early in the year, actually even before January 1st, 2024, it was the last few days of December 2023, we had some mishaps in our businesses, and kind of in all of them, but really they all kind of boiled down to some decisions that we made on some marketing companies that we hired for
some
our
business
companies.
alliances.
Yes. Long story short, they were costly mistakes. So what happened after that is Jen and I, they were totally our decision. They weren't our staffs or any of our people. They were our decisions. So we said, we got to put our head down and get to work. And unconsciously, what we said is we don't deserve certain things because of some of the mistakes that we've made in hiring these companies that led to some of these things. We also unconsciously said we don't deserve to reap benefits because we aren't where we want to be. Has anyone ever said that before? I'm not where I want to be. That's where we were at. So we didn't travel for the first 6 months of the year. And here's the point to everything. We didn't intentionally not travel. It wasn't like we made a mistake, we're going to punish ourselves and not travel. We just didn't travel. We didn't say because we didn't earn it or we didn't deserve it, we didn't travel. It was all unconscious now that we look back on it. We didn't know it 6 months ago or 12 months ago when this started, but it was unconscious behavior. Did we have the money to do it? Yes. Did we have the time to do it? Yes. Did we want to do it? Yeah, absolutely we did. Then you look at the last 6 months of this year. So the first 6 months, no travel. The last 6 months, it's been trip after trip after trip. We just got back from Scottsdale, Vegas, Miami, all within a couple weeks. When this podcast drops on Monday, we'll have just gotten back from another trip to Scottsdale, and then we're headed to Nashville. So what is the point of all this travel? We felt we didn't deserve these trips, so we didn't take them for the first 6 months of the year. About the middle of the year, we had a conference that was planned. It wasn't like let's go take a trip, but we had this conference planned, and we added some fun into it as well when we attended it. And we got around to all these people that were doing really good things, and we looked around and said, they don't have an edge on us. We deserve everything. Where are we at? That was what we needed to start feeling that we deserved the success. Again, it's not about the trips. It's about the feeling that we deserved it. So when we started traveling this last 6 months nonstop, wouldn't you know, decisions started becoming the right decisions. Momentum started picking up in all of our businesses. Why? Because we felt like we deserved it. We were enjoying ourselves. We were doing fun things. We were doing things that maybe the first 6 months we didn't think we deserved. And that's where the energy started. And when I say energy, here's a better way to break that down. It's called a fucking winning streak. We got on a winning streak. And I know everyone's familiar with that, what a winning streak is. They can relate to that.
Amen. So what does this mean for you? What does this mean for your fitness? What does this mean for your financial outlook? I know this is a fitness podcast, but Matt related a lot of this to our financial. But going back to fitness, you want a badass body. You need to start realizing you deserve it. If you catch yourself saying, I'm probably too old to get that now, you've already decided that you don't deserve it. You need to start realizing you do. Not just the body, but everything. So how do we unlock this with our clients? And I had several onboardings just last week. I've had a not rash, that's a gross word. I've had a slew of new clients jumping on board. And the one exercise that trips almost all of my women up. Again, this is a learned behavior. This is a trained behavior. What we actually do with these clients has zero to do with macros or lifting weights or getting your steps or making sure you're drinking a gallon of water. And did you sleep 8 hours? I mentioned this on a recent podcast. I mentioned it very briefly, so you may not have even picked it up. And the clients that gloss over it, go back and revisit it right now. If you're listening and you're one of my clients and you're like, oh yeah, I'll do that later. go fucking do it. This came from one of my mentors. And I will tell you, I avoided it for 6 months, and then I struggled with it for 6 months. Our mindset coach, William, had us develop a list of 100 physical items, 100 material things, and 100 experiences that we wanted for ourselves only. It could not benefit someone else. I couldn't go through the Starbucks drive-thru and pay for the entire line and feel good about myself. It had to be for me, specifically. And I got stuck on 12. I've got some gals that can get to 20, 25. And if you do, high five. I got stuck on 12 because I didn't need that. I don't need that. Ooh, I'd like a new pair of running shoes. Oh, but I don't need Lulu. I just need some workout gear. And I will tell you, this exercise is designed to get you stuck. What happens after that? Well, I'll go back to that list that Matt mentioned. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't need that for a good life. It's the exact same thing with a banging body. It would be nice, but I don't need it. What you're doing subconsciously is trying to tell your subconscious mind, you figure it out. You figure out which one I want. You have to want it all. Because it's not going to be able to like, oh, well, she's being really serious about that. I don't need a banging body, but man, it'd be nice. All right, well, I guess you don't need a banging body. Subconscious mind doesn't understand negatives. So when you say, I don't need it, they stop. It stops. It does not come to the forefront. It will not be a heat-seeking missile to that goal. There is a reason you keep getting stuck. What happens when we push clients beyond the 20 items? What happens when you push beyond the 20 items? Many things. The first is the craziest. Would you agree?
Depends what you're going to say.
Shit just starts showing up.
Oh, yeah. It's
like,
can't explain it. Shit just starts showing up that's on that list.
How did this happen? I shared this on my socials. More often than not, once we start working on this list and goals, you will get some kind of a financial blessing, whether it's a promotion or a new opportunity or some type of an endowment. Something shows up to show you like, it's working. This is working. You're rewiring your brain. So to train your unconscious that, no, I need it all. I deserve it all. It's going to find a way to get those things. It may not be in the order you expect, but all of a sudden your habits change, your language changes, and your wants now become your needs. And your brain doesn't have to pick and choose which one's the right one. It's just going to start delivering. Now, the second is what I really want to convey to you. When you push beyond what your current thinking of needs are, you start to open your mind to more. Opening your mind to more. Do you need a banging body? Do you need that sculpted, toned physique that you've talked about for years? Do you need it? Do you want one? Do you deserve one? When you move your would be nice items to the deserve side, things come so much easier. In fact, you expect them. They're already on their way. Think about how that feels. It's already on its way. This changes the way that you approach your daily habits. And you start to make decisions around how to get what you want because you just goddamn flat out deserve it.
I love that.
I think we should stop right there.
Let's wrap.
Let's go back to our list.
Let's
I
wrap
added
with
to
you.
my list this morning.
That's good.
Did you feel my vibration today? That sounded sexual. Feel my vibration
I did.
tonight.
Let's finish with that.
Yeah.
I'll let you close us.
Yeah. Well, I hope you found value in today's episode despite my sexually harassing my husband. If you did, please share it with somebody that you know can also share in this value. Tag us in your Instagram stories. Give us a 5-star review. Do all the things. Watch us on YouTube. And as always, we will be back next week. And we'll talk to you later, y'all.